Today I am here to react to a trailer for a movie that I am so excited for, and that is The Woman in Cabin 10, which is based on the book of the same name by Ruth Ware. This is actually my favorite Ruth Ware book. I haven't read every single one of her books, but of the ones I've read, The Woman in Cabin 10 is not only the first one I read by her, but also my favorite, so I was really excited to hear that it was getting an adaptation. And not only that, but it was getting an adaptation with Keira Knightley as the main star. Like, what more could you ask for? I am really excited to see this one. I just love the book so much, and it is one of my favorite covers ever of a book. Like, that's literally what made me buy it, was seeing someone else with it. And then, like, the cover for the original hardback is like this gorgeous, like, 3D kind of rain atmosphere that you see on it, and then it's like the watermarks are actually raised on the hardcover book so you can feel them, and it's just such a cool sensation, and also just like such a visually stunning cover because it also, like, if you kind of move it like that, like, it changes with the light and stuff like that, and I just really love it. So I'm really hoping that they can pull this off and make it a good adaptation, because I think it is such an amazing book, and you've got Keira Knightley as the star. Like, all the signs are there, and I really hope that they can pull it off. So yeah, let's see what we have in store for the trailer, because before then all we've seen is like some pictures and stuff like that of Keira Knightley, and like, it's never gonna look bad if it's Keira Knightley, right? But I'm excited to see like the full like plot and everything and how they handle it. So yeah, let's check that out. A beautiful boat. Oh, she's so cool. I love her. Thank you. My gosh, it's giving the menu. Oh my gosh, that's so fun walking into. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's for sure a dead person. Oop. Oh, I love her bob, dude. Like, why is everyone looking at her? Fair. I love her actors too. Okay. Oof. Creepy. It looks so good. I love that it's coming out in October too. I feel like that's a good like month for it because it's got like a creepy kind of like horror vibe. I know Ruth Ware has been compared to like Agatha Christie before in terms of like the plot twist she has in her book. So I think like October is a really fun month for it because that also did feel a lot like more suspenseful, I guess, than I was picturing, which is good. I mean, like, I thought they wouldn't go that suspenseful of a route. Like, the book feels suspenseful because it's one of those, I think it came out, like, I don't know if it was around the time, but in my mind, I equate it to Girl on the Train, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, you're gonna love Girl on the Train, and I was like, alright, let me read it, and then I didn't like Girl on the Train, but the funny thing is, a lot of the things I didn't like about Girl on the Train, the unreliable narrator, the focus on, like, her drinking and stuff, I really liked in The Woman in Cabin 10, like, I felt like it was done a lot better in that, if that makes sense, and, like, the aspect of the unreliable narrator and not being sure of like if you did this or that, like I feel like it just felt more realistic in a way of like you just felt like this average person who kind of got roped into this mystery that they weren't expecting it to be, you know, like they're not like this great big sleuth or anything like that, like they're just trying their best, but it's like because they're not necessarily coming from that background, they're not initially suspicious of things. Like even seeing where in the scenes where she's like saying, no, I definitely saw someone, like you'd initially be thinking like, wait, why are you saying that if like you're on a boat and like clearly there's a cover up, why would you be running around saying like you saw something? But like to her, it's not even that mentality originally of like, oh, someone is out to get me. It's just like, wait, like I saw something and I need to convince everyone of what I saw. So I really like that aspect of it, and I think that's what kind of sets it apart from like other kind of mysteries that you see where there is like this like, aha, I've put it together kind of thing, you know? Instead it's like she's genuinely just like, did I see that? Did I not see that? And it's like, I feel like it's more realistic in terms of like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes like Girl on the Train, it was like, babe, like, come on. You know what I mean? Like she was like, did I see that? And I'm like, can we do something? But I feel like The Woman in Cabin 10 was more believable because it was like, well, did you? Did you not? Like, I just bought into it more for some reason than that. And I think just because it was maybe a little better written or a lot better written. But I am super, super excited. I think it looks so suspenseful. And like the idea of them really focusing on the boat itself. And I feel like when you see like big yachts like that, normally they're very white and bright and airy. So I like that they kind of went with like not only like darker shoots of like nighttime, dinner time, stuff like that, but also the boat itself is darker. It's kind of like shadowy and lit by like a lot of like interior lights because they chose to make a lot of like darker color palettes to make it seem more eerie and less friendly and like kind of airy and cheery than you would like on a normal yacht. I think that was a very smart decision on their end because it does feel like claustrophobic and scary and you're like, where am I going, what's happening, like hiding in these corners and stuff like that. And I just am really, really excited for it. I think it looks so good. Like even that scene of like her being pushed over and then locked in the pool with the thing coming on. If you own a pool, never ever get the thing that like automatically locks over it, because I've seen so many movies and TV shows where like that's how someone gets into a bad situation, is like someone putting the thing over them. What was that show I was watching like so long ago? Was it like, it was either like Murder, She Wrote or Columbo, and they were like, we got this newfangled technology and it locked this woman in, and I'm like, all right, so just don't get an automatic like pool cover. It just doesn't seem like a great thing. But then that, and then she also gets locked in like I don't know if it was like the freezer area or something. So it's definitely like, I like the idea of like her kind of originally not even realizing that necessarily there's a killer out there, because originally she's like, oh, someone just fell overboard, that's awful. And then it's starting to realize when everyone's like, no, like that didn't happen, like there isn't anyone there, that she starts to realize like, oh wait, why is someone trying to prevent this from coming out, while also being like, wait, did I see what I actually saw? And I just think it's so many cool layers to it and everything like that. And the plot reveal is so cool, and I'm really, really excited. It's got a lot of fun actors in it that I'm excited to see in this role, and also just obviously Keira Knightley leading it, I think is going to be so, so fun. So I'm really excited. I think that was a really good trailer in setting up like the mood and the tension of it, and just, I kind of, sometimes I get frustrated with it, but when it's done really well, I do love a story where it's like, I saw this thing and no one's believing me. And again, I think it can get very annoying sometimes, which is why I'm glad that they chose to make this a movie and not a TV show, so it doesn't get dragged out over and over again. But again, I think when done really well, that is a really fun trope of like, I saw something, did I see something, did I not see something, why won't anyone believe me, am I going crazy? Like just the kind of unreliable narrator of it all. I feel like it's done very often, but very few times is it done well enough that I buy into it, and this book is definitely it, and it looks like the movie is following that to a T. I hope they remain with the ending, because not giving out spoilers, but I think what I like about it is that it doesn't do this like kind of big, I don't want to spoil it, but like it goes for a more subtle, muted ending, I think, that feels more realistic. And I hope they just don't change that to give it more of a like flashy grand finale, which I could see happening, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, if you have seen the trailer, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Also make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know if you're looking forward to the movie and what you hope to see and everything like that. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!